gentlemen, we are off to a fantastic start. Shout out Mike for showing that merch. You know what I'm saying? But want to welcome everybody to your show. That's right. It's the Kickout Crew. Want to thank everybody for joining us last week. We had some would say a big show in honor of Mr. Paul White's birthday. So shout out to that birthday and everything. Didn't want to bring the ring down, but I guess, we had to. Want to welcome back, everybody to the show. More on Devyn later, probably, I guess. Want to say sorry to Devyn for your 49ers blowing ass in the Super Bowl. It just really sucks, man. And, now probably spoke it into existence. But, hey, thank you for all the, support and the likes and retweets. Brian's posted a lot of clips, so be sure to check those out. Be sure to follow us on all of your socials. And, that's a long intro today, James. So it's time for me to shut the hell up. And I guess I'm going to kick it on over to Brad. So, Brad, what you got?
So as everybody knows, I've been
wait, time out. Hey, Brad, I got a question for you real quick.
Thank God you're back. Are you not sick again?
Hey, I'm making worth it, right? So, hey, Brad, what has 5 toes but is not your foot?
What do you got, Mike?
My foot.
Okay, then. I mean, that's what you're interrupting me for sure.
Ladies and gentlemen, be sure to tip your waitress and bar staff.
Waka, waka, waka.
Yep. Hope y'all had a good Valentine's Day.
Man. We get retention statistics, and we probably lost half the people right there.
So, as you guys know, are you done?
I'm done.
You're gonna have your time. It's right after mine. As everybody knows, I'm a regular. I go to MLW a lot. It's been in Philadelphia a lot, so we go. And I was there for my son's birthday, and I missed. I guess I quite didn't comprehend what Mr. Thomas was saying when he was on the show. When I said, "Boy, this has a different feel to it," I said, "This has a very international feel," and he goes, "Like a reset, right?" Boom. So it was a reset, and it's a reset in many ways. Jacob Fatu, Us,
shout out,
defeated Yuji Nagata by pinfall. However, he is no longer with MLW. He has been a staple for MLW for a number of years. He was champion for, I think, almost 2 years during the COVID era. It was close, 500-600 days, something crazy, maybe more than that. It might even be longer than that. I might be wrong. As you guys know, Alex Hammerstone, no longer with the company, now with Impact Wrestling. We did have Rocky Romero there, which he kind of moves around a little bit, which is great. Sami Callihan is part of the show now, defeated Akira for a pinfall. Mystico with an appearance, who has been a regular on AEW lately. And so, all right, so the main event happens. And we have Kojima versus Alex Kane, accompanied by Mr. Thomas. Now, under no circumstances did anybody in that arena think this was going to be anything other than an Alex Kane win. Why is that? Yuji Nagata, he's 53 years old. He's already been MLW champion. He's been champion all over the world. It seemed more like a victory of, okay, now you have beat this great Japanese wrestler, right?
Yeah.
1, 2, 3. And I know I'm going to get made fun of for this moment, the way I'm going to describe it. But it was like that moment when The Undertaker, when they hit the 3, when Undertaker lost at WrestleMania, in a small venue, in a smaller way. It was like we almost almost like the referee didn't know that he was going to be counting this 3, because it was such a shock to the entire arena. It was like oh. Now, no one's mad that no one hates Kojima. Okay, no one booed Kojima out of there. He's not a bad guy. He's a popular wrestler. He doesn't cheat. He's strong. He does a lot of good things. But I am always going to be a fan of MLW. I'm a fan of going to the shows. I'm a huge fan of Alex Kane, Mr. Thomas, Fatu, all the wrestlers there. And I don't want to sound negative, but I have to ask, what does this do for MLW? Why would you have a 53-year-old wrestler as your champion? When you have the Bomei Fight Club that is just taken over this arena, that has taken over MLW. What is having someone like Kojima winning doing for that organization? It confused me to no end. And I said, well, maybe there's Brad, don't be so negative. Let it play out. Let it play out. Do you know who Kojima is wrestling in the next show? Minoru Suzuki for the championship. You want to talk about a reset?
Swerve, bro.
What it makes me wonder if I mean, look, we would love to get Alex Haynes' opinion on this. We'd love to get Mr. Thomas' opinion on this. By the way, he sees me after the show and he backs up and he's like, oh, like, and I'm like I don't know what that was. I did talk to him a little bit in the middle of the show. I just don't know. Like, they're definitely headed in a different direction. I'll tell you another thing. They're going to be in New York next month. Then they're going to be in Florida. Then they're going to be in Chicago. They're not in Philly anymore. Things are definitely different. So they're definitely going a different direction. It was a definite, like, that Undertaker feel, like that 3. Did he do it? Did he actually hit the 3? Listen, I don't know. And then I paid for this shirt, and then 2 days later, Fatu is no longer with the company. And he was out there hustling his merch, man. He was hustling it. I see him and he's like, hey man, and he saw my shirt. He's like, I'm like, yeah. And I'm like, it was nice. It was a nice moment, and then gone.
Maybe that should be worth some money soon. That's his last shirt.
It actually literally came out that day. Like, he advertised that I have a new shirt coming out on Saturday, and now he's no longer with the company. Of course, we wish him the best. We hope he ends up in a real big spot. All 4 of us are huge fans of his. Well, 5 of us, if you want to count Devyn, and I guess 6 of us, if you want to count Bryant too.
Some of us are even ooses.
Yeah, everybody but me. But I paid for a shirt, so here we are. I don't know if you would call this a rant and Stanton. It was a confused Stanton for sure. I'm sitting there and I'm like, I just did not see this coming. Riddle will be at the show next month as well. Maybe things are changing for Alex Kane. Maybe things are changing for Mr. Thomas. Maybe they're going to end up at a different place. I don't know. You wouldn't get that from the socials. I guess we'll just have to wait and see. So this wasn't a rant and Stanton. This was more of a surprise Stanton. So that's all I got today. Don't eat processed food, and Curb Your Enthusiasm is the ultimate rant and Stanton. Back to you, James.
So Jacob Fatu's title reign, 819 days.
Yeah, okay. So almost 3 years, right?
Damn.
And I think you ask why, I think it's going to be, everybody knows the chase is more, the build up, the chase is more fun than the actual title reign.
But
So
I
I
will
think
say
they're going
this.
to make a big return match.
Cowboy shit. The chase
Adam,
is more important.
I felt like this, at least in, like, I don't know what it's like at MLW nationwide, okay? But in that arena, they rooted for Alex Kane to retain. I know that's unusual nowadays, but they did. They loved it. Now again, that's Philly. I don't know what's going on in every other state. Maybe this whole New York audience is maybe they're doing it for them, for this Japanese type style. I don't know.
Get an international look on them because they know.
Well, just
name-wise, I don't want to say anybody's better than the other, but just as far as name value, Kojima might just be
here's my thing.
Get more eyes on the company, but I think it's going to be a big return. I was hoping to see Alex Kane with his title when I see him in Georgia next month, but he's still the action heavyweight champion, so he's still championship material, man.
Yeah. I don't know why, because these guys are older. They're not in their 30s. They're not in their 40s. Okay, so listen, it was a funny moment at the end though. He says, "I am you guys." They had beers out there, and he goes, "I don't know why I'm drinking this. I'm already drunk." All right, well, I mean, that was funny. Like, nobody was booing him. Nobody was booing him. We were just all like, "Oh, okay, so that happened."
Yeah.
But anyway, that's all I got today, guys. Just wanted to talk about the show a little bit.
Word.
Nice, Brad. Thank you very much, Brad.
All right.
So should I interrupt you?
Hey-o.
You ain't got enough hair on your ass to do it.
Please.
Old Ass-Fro Thunder over there, huh? Oh, man. Yep. Well, anyway, good stuff, Brad. Hope to see our Oos, somewhere, like you said, somewhere soon. Maybe we'll have to talk to Alex about all this stuff, That'd be cool. But that being said, I guess it's time for Mike. So, Mike, My goodness, buddy, you're in the batter's box, so start swinging.
I'm
Hey,
back.
hold up, Mike. One
Hey, I'm
second. Now, go ahead.
Hey, Brad, what do you call an old snowman? A glass of water.
Waka, waka, waka.
Is this Waka Waka Waka? I'm confused.
I don't know. I just feel like fucking with Brad today because he's talked so much shit about me last week. So,
Oh, yeah. Nobody else.
anyways, this week on my topic, I'm gonna do a this week in history of wrestling. So
Today.
Nice proposition or preposition at the end.
this week, February 2nd, 1998, Cactus Jack versus Chainsaw Charlie. What happened?
You sure it's not last week in wrestling?
Did you say this day?
No, I said this. No,
2
no,
weeks.
This week in history.
This
Sometimes
month
it's
in
once in
wrestling.
wrestling.
This week as we're recording.
This week in history when we record.
Last week as we record.
Whatever. Shut up.
Hey,
When was February 2nd?
Happy
as we
Groundhog's
recorded
Day.
6 days ago.
It's Friday. Shut up, Brad. You're frozen. Anyways, Cactus Jack versus Chainsaw Charlie in the first ever King of Hardcore match, which would come to a no contest when Cactus Jack would throw Chainsaw Charlie into a dumpster and then jump off the Titantron into the dumpster, and New Age Outlaws would then what?
Oh, you didn't know?
Off stage. In 2008, Brock Lesnar would make his UFC debut against Frank Mir. Brock Lesnar would show how much of a bitch he is and tap out in 90 seconds.
The opinions of Mike Whitaker are not the opinions of the Kickout crew.
Great statement right there.
It's mine. February 3rd in 2001. XFL would debut the first 2 games. In 2019, WWE did a halftime heat which saw Axel Black, Ricochet, and Velveteen Dream defeat Adam Cole, Johnny Gargano, and Tomas Ciampa.
So you can catch all that. You can catch all that in the archive.
Yeah, we covered that match in the
Shout out
archives.
to him.
Hey, there
Yes,
may
I
be
know,
different
but I'm
performers
saying-
in that match than what Mike said.
No, it wasn't. And
This happened.
on February 3rd in 1960, Marty Jannetty was born.
Oh my God, for that.
This is all over the place.
In 1978,
I'm back. February 4th, 2006, Axel Rotten was found dead in a McDonald's bathroom.
I'm not laughing.
But I'm saying,
February 8th, 1990. My sister was born. Big deal.
February 3rd, 2006.
I'm not
Greg
February
Stanton.
8th. I'm not February 8th. I'm February 4th. February 4th, 2019, Becky Lynch beat Stephanie McMahon.
Fuck yeah.
And the Big Show turned heel.
She did. On February 5th, 1988. No, I'm not going to do that one. Oh, yeah. After 1,474 days, this has come up to you. Hulk Hogan lost the world title to Andre the Giant, who then only held it for 108 seconds before he handed the title over to $1 Million Man.
Saturday night's main
216
event.
half seconds.
So we're almost close there with Roman Reigns. Maybe we might get there. The birthdays, the famous Medusa was born in 1963.
On what day?
February 5th.
Good to know.
I didn't change the date. And now I'm going to skip February 6th because nothing happened. On
Whatever.
February 7th, yes, whatever. In 2008, WWE told OVW to fuck off, and they cut their ties with them. February 8th, 1986, Macho Man won his first WWF title. You guys know what that was?
Intercontinental Championship.
I see. Who did he beat?
I don't know.
You don't know who he beat?
Tito Santana.
Santino.
Oh, well, no shit, Sherlock. Look who answered.
Yeah, there we go.
You know what else happened February 8th, 1972?
Oh, that's why we asked him.
The Big Show was born. You can catch that in the archives.
Great job.
February 8th, 2000. Issa Rios defeated Gilbert in 46 seconds.
Thank God we got that in.
Yeah, very important thing. Very, very, very important. Also, Kurt Angle won his first title by beating Val Venus for the European title.
I've never wanted a list so bad in my life. Can we just make a list?
I'd rather do the reverse interest music.
I know, but it's all right. It's good. But on this day in 2016,
I see clearly.
Daniel Bryan would come and retire from professional wrestling for the first time. And the birthdays are The Big Show from 1972. That's what I got today.
Yeah.
My goodness.
I was about to throw my paper, but I need it for Mike's Meat Minute. So,
Can we do
And
that?
if you're listening to this episode, now it's been 48 hours that you've been soaking the pickles and ranch, so you're good. Man.
good.
Yeah,
Back to you, James.
Thank you, Mike. That was enthralling stuff, and I'm glad we got to cover that this week.
It won't happen again. I was trying something new. Didn't happen. Y'all had to wait till fucking late at night to record, and Devyn
Yeah, that was all our idea. The one that's idea was isn't even here.
Yeah, asshole's not
so
even
weird.
on right now. Oh man. So hey, Mike,
It's all
good
Devyn's
stuff
fault.
this week. 2 weeks ago in history. Really enjoyed it. Thanks for that. Adam, follow that.
Would have
buddy.
been better. If we started
It
on-
looks like you're up next. So take it away.
All right, so as everybody knows, there's been a lot.
I got
of-
one more. Brad, wait, I got one more. Brad,
What?
what's
Thank God.
faster, hot or cold?
I wasn't listening. What?
What's faster, hot or cold?
Go ahead.
Cold. You can catch cold.
Make sure I love that you keep asking me.
I mean, it's hot's faster.
Yeah, wouldn't hot be the faster one?
Yeah, hot's faster because you can catch cold. That's what I said.
Okay. Hey, Adam, what were we talking about?
I don't remember.
Please remember.
Something
I'd
about
say
wrestling, I
fucking
think.
right.
I think.
No, there's been a lot of stuff going on, good, bad, negative, positive. And
Where
I
we
took
at?
a break from it. So I didn't watch half the stuff this week, so I don't really feel like talking about it.
Man, we're on fire.
Right. We went from a big show to a bad
I looked
show.
up 10 random facts that you need to know.
From February?
Do it just plug in whatever year you want to.
All right.
All right, so the smell of fresh cut grass comes from the chemicals that the plant releases when it's in distress.
I
So
did
that-
not.
Cut in half.
That wonderful smell you smell after fresh cut grass, it's because the plant is in distress. You know that the little dot over your lowercase I is called a tittle?
I heard that, but I
It's called
forgot.
a tittle. There's only one blockbuster left still in the United States, and it's located in Bend, Oregon.
Cool documentary on Netflix about that too.
I
Oh,
didn't
by
know
the way,
that.
James, I watched The Perfect Pick, or The Perfect Bid.
The perfect what?
He knows what I'm talking about.
Yeah. Pretty crazy stuff.
I actually took time to watch it because of you. Just want you to know that.
Well, thank you.
I've been watching Schitt's Creek on Hulu. So freaking
Phenomenal.
hilarious.
Phenomenal.
I forgot how good it was.
So good. I've watched it twice through.
That's my second time.
Yeah, I love it. I can pick it up anywhere. It's one of those shows you can just watch any episode, don't matter.
Exactly. No matter what season, what episode,
It's almost like a Seinfeld and like with me now, just whatever.
All right, so all peacocks are male. The females are called peahens.
That sounds like a waka waka waka.
Yeah, because
that's all
peacock,
true.
right?
You know that Theodore Roosevelt's daughter, Alice, had a pet snake named Emily Spinach. She liked to carry it around the White House in her purse, and she would almost like randomly take it out of her purse to scare people.
Waka waka waka.
No, that's not. These are all true.
I know, but it's still funny.
Man, she just carries a snake in her purse, and hello.
That is a random fact.
All right, so the U.S. Senate Rule number 19, which is dated back in 1902, states that the U.S. Senator cannot insult their colleagues.
I love that we're going back to 1902, though.
Every turn on C-SPAN, and that's all they're doing is fucking bashing each other.
You know that the three dots on the Domino's logo, it represents the three original locations?
Of what?
Like there was three locations that opened up, and the three dots on the Domino's sign represents all three locations.
I've never played Domino's. I want to learn.
What, you ain't never played Bones?
No, I know. Sounds awesome.
I'll tell you this much. If you slam fives, to our listeners out there, if you slam fives, get the fuck off the table.
Yeah, I don't know what that means, but all right.
I mean, I'm
slamming nickels, get out of here.
I know that the Undertaker knows what it means.
Yeah, I can imagine a game with him, Yokozuna, yeah. But he's slamming nickels all night.
Well, if the Undertaker and Yokozuna slam fives, yeah, I'm just gonna let it happen. But to all you bitch made motherfuckers out there that slam fives, don't.
I'm gonna do a tutorial tomorrow and learn how to play dominoes.
So one of the co-founders of Domino's wanted to add a
awesome.
dot for every store they opened. So could you imagine how many dots will be on that damn sign right about now?
Yeah.
All right, so in 1977, Frederick the Great issued an official statement urging his subjects to drink beer in the morning instead of coffee.
Okay.
You know that bacon was used to make explosives during World War One?
I also heard it's really good with pickles and ranch dressing.
After you said it for 2 days, right? At 350? The waste fat from the actual bacon was glycerin for the war efforts. And then the last one in Italy, it's considered bad luck to lay bread upside down, either on the table or in a basket.
Oh, great. One more thing I got to think about.
So,
all right, so just one thing about this week in wrestling, James, since Adam decided not to do that. I said one thing.
Go for it.
Did you watch your boy?
Which one?
Hangman.
Yeah, open up Dynamite, shout out 30-minute draw.
Absolutely, though, incredible.
Not a fan of that.
What ass match? It was really good.
It was a badass match. That show, forget the middle. The show opened hot and ended hot.
Well, we were chilling on the Palm Water Zoom, and I was like, "Oh, Swerve's," because when they both came out, I'm like, "Well, Swerve's gonna win because Swerve and Samoa Joe was the match."
Right.
And then when it was like ended in a draw, I was like, okay,
And shout out to Carmelo Hayes.
Yep, and AC Vengeance Day was great. I was about to mention that
because he's doing this to help Trick.
Yeah,
this is making Trick a bigger baby face because of what he's doing, and they see the writing on the wall. He's helping. The Trick's a bigger star, but now you're making him a bigger star. Because that's the thing about this Carmelo Hayes situation. He's already not on NXT. He's on SmackDown. Same with Braun Breaker. How did they win those? They win that cup. They're going for the titles, but he's signing contracts. A lot going on, man. Anyway, I just want to mention those two things.
And speaking of, we're finally getting Cody and Roman.
Yes, we just found out a few minutes ago.
Nope.
Everybody watched the press conference but me. I forgot.
Cody Crybabies.
Dude, seeing the Rock turn heel was awesome.
I had Big Bang Theory on for some reason. I'm like, what the fuck?
I wasn't gonna watch a works press conference for something, but hey, it's cool to know the what happened. I saw the clips. I did see The Rock on McAfee today, and I was like, okay, yeah, they're leaning into this pretty
Listen,
good.
I like that they're doing different things.
Hey, at the end of the conference, they're interviewing Triple H, and here comes The Rock and Roman. And The Rock said, Cody's out there talking about my family. You better fix this shit or I'll fix it myself. And then he popped off to Triple H. They had to bleep it out. So whatever he said, he pissed off Triple H.
I think he said GD or something. Like, or, you fix it or I will GD. And then
and then Triple H is like, oh, okay, you're lucky or something like that.
Yeah, Roman said something, and then Triple H is like, yeah, you're lucky.
So it's we want Cody's been trending for like a week.
Yeah, I love it. I love
That's
that.
amazing, man.
I mean,
yeah, man,
Rock,
I'm glad The Rock worked that in there.
but Rocky,
I don't know what to believe anymore. I think
show?
I think people are so like caught up in their own head when it comes to shit like it's like, oh well, The Rock is doing that as a work for the We Want Cody stuff. And I'm like, man, y'all are just enjoy it. Like you don't have to know every fucking detail. Like go along for the ride,
So who faces Seth Rollins at WrestleMania?
Drew.
I mean, they're pushing Drew. I keep thinking Drew's gonna be out of the picture, and then he keeps coming back.
You think he'll win
There's so many opportunities.
Or you can look in my eyes and what do you see?
But wait a minute.
What if it's Orton?
Is there anybody over as much as Jimmy Uso or Jey Uso right now? I mean, gosh.
You think he's gonna beat Gunther?
I do think he's gonna beat him.
Hey, that'll be nuts, dude, if he wins it. Which I kind of think it's like, hey, we know you're hot right now, but you ain't like title hot, so we're gonna give you the IC.
What if he beats Gunther? Gunther goes to the Elimination Chamber, and then it's Gunther Rollins.
First off, fuck that chamber. Fuck that whole thing, because I'm pissed off it's going to be on at 6 a.m. our time, 5 a.m. your time, Adam. Like, what are we doing? No wonder that we were talking about The Rock being there. They're not doing that at 6 a.m.
True.
This is why, hey, Ben, Kyoto, Jones, whatever your name is, this is why there's no pay-per-views there. Because of this, okay? The Americans
It's not 6 a.m. there.
Yeah, but how many?
It's one country that's going to watch it. It's not going to be
That's what I'm getting at.
Yeah, it's not going to be all of us.
I know it's international, but America is one. It's one. I promise you, we're one when it comes to the viewership.
Look who shut up.
Oh, hey,
Yeah.
Ding.
Yeah, hey, sorry about your Niners. Eat shit. Go ahead.
Hey.
Can we start late?
Sorry about my Niners. I'm not saying
I can't believe Brock
Yeah,
Purdy
you're not
decided
talking
to
about.
vote.
I asked to start at 9. Y'all said
hanging out
8:30 in the
fucking
group
You
inbox.
chat.
said
You're talking about
8:30.
shit.
You said 8:30. You lying
said 8:30,
sack.
buddy.
Yeah,
All right,
you did.
let's move on from this.
Welcome to the show, Devyn. Good to see you.
Yeah, go check
Glad
your
to be
text
here.
now.
Can't see
Check all
anyone,
your
though,
texts.
but-
Welcome.
He chimes in. We just immediately start talking shit.
Well, that's the way it goes.
It's good. I'm having that same problem where I can't see any of you anyways. So
Yeah, I'm looking at you. You look like a ventriloquist. Like your voice is here, your mouth's here. I don't know.
cool.
Like we're watching a bad
That's some
porn
good
film.
audio right there.
All right. So
But
that's all you
it
got.
on mine. I see it. I was looking at random facts and I was like, oh, okay. So I figured it'd be just something different because there's just so much going on right now. And you can't really talk about one thing unless you dive into most of it. So
True.
I just figured I'd throw a curveball this week.
I'm not mad at you. I was just messing around.
I hear you.
There's
Well,
so much negative going on.
He's
It's
mad
Scott
to tell you
D'Amore.
this bitch.
Scott D'Amore at TNA. What the hell?
yeah, I have a feeling we're going to talk more about that later.
I can't believe that, man.
That is something.
I'm not surprised.
You're not
I'm
surprised?
going to tell you why. When you make major changes and you're trying to move forward with something else, you get rid of who was on top for the
What I
longest.
said last night, I was like, it's like a new coach, new GM.
Yeah.
Blasting everybody, like.
I know he's
Maybe-
done a lot for the organization, but they're trying to take it to a different level with a different idea. Maybe he's not on board. I don't know. I don't know, but I'm not surprised.
I'd at least keep him because them guys do anything for Scott D'Amore. All
Yeah.
of them, they bleed for him.
I heard he's going to be at the main event of WrestleMania. He's going to challenge The Rock.
He shouldn't have no problem getting another job somewhere.
He might. He's going to be in wrestling. We'll probably have a
Oh, God,
podcast with
yeah.
him next week.
Yeah, he'll have another job next week.
Total
We're
nonstop.
gonna have one of those. It's gonna be a Zoom with top guys.
That'll be badass.
Scott
Scott
D'Amore.
D'Amore.
He's
Wouldn't
gonna take
surprise me
Big Foley's
one bit.
spot.
I know Conrad knows him and he likes him.
Oh yeah, he
He'll
was a
probably
top
take
guy
Big Foley's
one.
spot.
All right. What do we got next, James?
I
huh?
think it's time to get to today's agenda. So hey, Bryant, from the voice heavens, you wanna shoot on down and let us know what today's agenda is?
Well, today's agenda was actually chosen by Mike because he wanted to do gimmick matches. So, in the spirit of that, I
did
wanted
not
to choose.
choose this match.
No, actually, we did a poll and y'all picked the least voted one.
Because I wanted
Yeah.
to do a match that I guaranteed none of you have ever seen before, and I
Oh.
feel pretty confident in that.
No, good
So,
call because
And your
I had
guarantee
no
was
idea
right.
who's gonna win.
Devin's seen it.
I'll say Devin probably for sure, yeah. But so today's agenda is choosing the gimmick match, the King of the Mountain match. So back to you, James.
And we are covering the first King of the Mountain match. Needed to clear my throat and take a deep breath for this one because here we go. We have Jeff Jarrett versus AJ Styles versus Chris Harris versus Raven
Versus Tony Storm.
Ron Killings. And it is the King of the Mountain match. It took place at it's for the NWA World Heavyweight Championship. It took place on TNA Weekly Pay-Per-View number 97. Great stuff on there. Which was June 2nd, 2004 at the beautiful Tennessee State Fairgrounds Arena in Nashville, Tennessee.
Here we go. Where is it? Bryant.
There is no picture. There
All
is no
right. I'll be damned. Well,
Very
there it
disappointing.
was.
There is no
Hey.
picture because that building does not exist anymore.
So it didn't exist. There's no pictures.
So they
of it
never
from
took a
2004?
picture
No,
of it
the
at
only
all,
pictures
ever?
the only pictures I can find are literally of just the inside of the arena.
You know
Nothing
what?
exterior.
I expect more from you.
I had to let you down once.
All right.
It had a match length of 20 minutes and 10 seconds. Couldn't find the buy rate. Couldn't find Meltzer's rating. Thank the, hey, miracles do happen. And so that's pretty much it. But I guess it's Bryant back again from the voice heavens. How did we get there?
Well, I hope you're all comfortable because this is going to take a little bit.
Oh,
So
God.
it starts
Another
off-
long talking segment. Man, can't
Right.
wait. I like how Mike reacted to that. That's
Oh,
awesome
yeah.
stuff.
So we start back on April the 14th, where Jeff Jarrett as the NWA champion would be finding out who the number one contender was. It would come out to be Chris Harris after he would defeat Raven,
Wildcat.
the Wildcat. The following week, Chris Harris was to receive his mandatory shot for the title, and he would be attacked by Raven. And the director of authority, Vince Russo, would deem the new main event a steel cage match. Why? Because it's TNA. And because of that, he would have to name a new number one contender as Chris Harris was injured, and he would choose AJ Styles. AJ Styles would then defeat Jeff Jarrett to win the NWA title. Over the next few weeks, he would defend the title against Ron Killings, Raven, and Chris Harris. All matches ending in disputed finishes, leading to the May 19th edition of the weekly pay-per-views, where AJ would then defend the title against Harris, Raven, and The Truth in the Deadly Draw. I'm not going to explain the Deadly Draw because that would take at least a whole nother segment.
Shout out.
In the match, though, Jeff Jarrett would make his return to TNA since the cage match with AJ and cost AJ the title, helping to lead to The Truth, Ron Killings winning his second NWA championship. The following week, Jeff would try to invoke his mandatory rematch for the title, also telling director Vince Russo that he could beat all of them all in one match, which leads to Vince Russo announcing that he would face all of them in a King of the Mountain match. And that is how we got here.
It wasn't long. I mean, that's what she said, but it wasn't.
I cut out a lot.
No, it was good though. It was good. So, Devin, what is a King of the Mountain match?
So it's pretty much like a reverse ladder match, with a little more stipulations added included. So in order to win the match, you need to pin an opponent to have the right to hang the title like 15 feet above the ring on the hook. It's literally exactly opposite of a ladder match where you climb and get the title.
I
And
love
the
it.
person that got pinned goes into a penalty box for 2 minutes.
Perfect. Mike, is this your first one?
Yeah.
Yeah. So how did you what were your expectations coming into something like this?
Didn't we cover a match with like Cactus Jack and Vader at one time?
All right, so I'm
It
glad
never
you said that.
escapes, man. That match lives on our show.
We are going to all right, so we're gonna put a pin in that because I have more on that. You're right. All right,
So,
you're right.
yeah.
So
this match, I was kind of thinking the same thing. Like, what the fuck? Like, you got to do what to do what, and then you have to do what. So yeah, that's where I was at on this one.
so as we have
And
on
then
the
Vince Russo was involved in like half the match, and it was
so I
like,
have two
oh,
questions for you in this breakdown that have to do with Vince Russo, just for you.
just for me.
Yeah, just get excited, all right? Just get real
We
excited.
know, just so you know, he has me blocked on Twitter.
Yeah, that's why you were chosen.
Okay.
So Chris Harris, the Wildcat entrance. Here he is on the screen looking great. Adam, any Chris Harris stories?
No, it's been so long since I've seen Chris Harris. I couldn't tell you much about him.
I'm disappointed. I'm very disappointed.
Dynamite drop it. Good question, Brad.
Look, some are hits, some are flops. Okay,
They can't all be singers.
You just keep asking. You just keep asking. AJ Styles entrance looking like $1 million. James, what do you think of the earrings, and how many earrings do you have, and have you ever had?
I could tell a funny joke about, but anyway, I have 0 piercings. So, well, I used to have a ladder, but the earrings were too big. Boom. Ha! That's a joke people will get. But yeah, no, I have 0 piercings, and I kind of like the video package thing that they did for AJ Styles. Like, that was kind of cool. Obviously, there's a better one, or it's better like as time has progressed. But this is '04. It was pretty good presentation, and they presented him like a star, which I guess he was, in TNA.
I feel like he's looking right at you right now.
So out of
He's probably
all
about to
five,
kick my ass.
out of all 5 guys, the person I actually have a story for, you don't ask me about. You ask me about Wildcat Chris Harris.
Of the 4 other guys here, I thought you'd know the most.
No, it's actually Jay Styles I have a story about. But Roy
You
passed
do a
it
style like
last
AJ Styles. Go figure.
Oh, go ahead. Roy passed
Anyway, fine. Raven entrance. Keep them separated, which they played at the MLW show just 2 weeks ago, and the guy behind me said, "Why are they playing that?" Right back to you, Devyn, on this, just because you have a question. You said something on your own here from the Bowery. Where is that?
So I like how you said back to me when you haven't come to me at all.
I was first. I asked you about the rules of the show.
Yeah, good evening.
Oh, damn. Sorry. So Bowery.
Hey, we're on fire.
I had no idea. So I literally Googled it. It is a street in Lower Manhattan with extremely cheap bars and derelicts.
Hey, you got it. Sound it out.
Speak. Sorry. And derelicts. That's the Google's definition. So not a great place.
All right. Good answer.
King
And
of the mountain, Greg.
now we
King
have
of
Double
the
J.
mountain.
Very involved entrance, very heelish. Then we have Ron the Truth Killings. And he is the champ here, which is great. We are big, of course, big R-Truth fans.
And he looks the same.
It looks exactly the same.
Golly, like longer hair now, but that's it. Like,
I think he looks better now than he does then.
yeah.
So, who are you rooting for, Mike?
I was going for R-Truth, but
I knew that was the answer.
we see who's in the match and who owns the company, so we kind of know who's going to win.
I don't agree with that. Okay. I mean, we know how it ends, but
I was pulling for AJ Styles. I wasn't pulling for Double J.
I mean,
I'm a big Double J guy. Adam, as a referee, what's your role in this, and who were the referees?
Well, one was I got the main one. It was his name is, what did he go by? Oh, Rudy Charles, but he's also known now as Dan Angler for the WWE. But back then, he don't know why he went by Rudy Charles.
Okay. And what's your role as a referee in this match?
Well, in this one, you have to count pinfalls. You have to make sure they got to go into the timeout thing. You got to make sure that the person that makes the pin, make sure that whoever goes up to put the belt up there actually have the pinfall first.
Okay.
So they have to make sure they have the pinfall. Then they're eligible to go up top. So if you don't pin nobody, you can't put the belt up there. So you're wasting your time.
James, who are the announcers?
Well, I'm glad you asked, and showing no bias to any competitors in this match by no means. But it is Mike today and Don West. Shout out. I never really watched DNA, but stuff that I've seen, like going back and through their archives, really like this team. I think it's kind of heavily underrated. And rest in peace, Don West, obviously, and Mike today, obviously really good. So yeah, shout out.
Can we talk about the matching yellow shirt and yellow tie of Don West here?
Fantastic.
That's a boss move.
So
looking like Curious George's handler.
So a pinfall.
There it is.
A pinfall gives you the right to hang the belt overhead, like we've said. Devyn, how many gimmicks do you think that are on the whiteboard in the back office of the TNA building that they haven't even attempted because they were too stupid?
Oh, well, we haven't seen the reverse cage match yet. So, I mean, there's that.
They probably have a Rolodex.
I'm sure Vince Russo was spitting off random matches and stuff that Jeff Jarrett had to constantly be like, not a good idea. Nope. So, I mean, we see Judy Bagwell on a forklift in WCW with Russo. So
Yeah, I was waiting on a poll to come out during this match.
Bro, we make them put the title on a hook. We do a ladder match backwards, bro.
So, Mike, do you think you can? They introduce Killings here, who R-Truth, as we know. Do you think if you challenge him to a dance-off, who do you think would win?
Out of all these people?
No, out of you and him.
Oh, me, I'd kill it. Give me a 12-pack and I'd whoop it. I'd be whoop that trick. Whoop that trick. I'd be all over that.
Mike's gonna throw down the cardboard and start popping and locking.
Damn right.
So Styles pounding Double J on the outside. I don't know why I wrote it like that. Killings and Styles in the ring. Harris on the outside. Adam, how did they decide the positioning to start? 2 in the ring, 2 on the outside. Did you think that was odd?
Yeah, it was kind of like let's give 2 guys kind of the spotlight first, and AJ is standing on the ladder. I don't know if that's just his way of showing dominance or what, but I didn't mind because 5 people in that little ring is a lot going on.
Yeah, I agree, and I'm going to get a little more to that too because there's some things that help that along, I think, in this match. So it's a car crash early. Drop kick AJ Styles to Jarrett. Styles off the middle of the top rope, springboard over the penalty box onto the competitors. Incredible, right, James? And what did the crowd think?
I liked it. Good spot. AJ, this is kind of just like I don't know if it's ticky tacky, but he didn't like flip over. He kind of just like like kind of halfway flipped and like launched his back.
That
He hits.
Holy shit!
Falls pretty good. Like falls on the side. Obviously he sells it. But the crowd was into it for sure.
Crazy, just a crazy move.
Oh,
Tanay keeps explaining the rules. Devyn, is that a good thing?
I think it is, at least for the first little bit here as we're getting into it. You'll want to kind of get some experience going in before you really know what's going on. So Tanay explaining it's not really a problem for me, at least.
Good. Jarrett puts AJ in the ladder. Raven in the ring with Killings. Harris takes out Raven. Suplex by Styles to Jarrett on the outside. Bryant, honest to God, I swear to God, you try to just mess with me on this because I've really struggled to keep up here. Crossbody by Jarrett, rolled through by Styles, drop toe hold Jarrett to Styles. Mike, are Double J and Styles assigned to each other? Like, why are they only wrestling each other?
I don't know. I wasn't watching TNA, so maybe they had beef. Weren't they like fighting over Dixie Carter or something at the time?
I just don't understand it. Like, I feel like
Not yet.
I feel like there's just like they were assigned to each other for a large part of this match. I mean, shouldn't they be wrestling each other?
Because they're the two
They
best
had
in the
they
match.
had good chemistry with each other, but I mean, I don't see why they were just those two were going at. I don't know.
It was odd. I just thought it was odd.
Maybe they had beef with each other. I mean,
Don't they all have beef though? I just thought it was odd that they spent so much time on each
do
other.
they? I mean, there's a difference between having the title on the line and Dixie Carter on the line. So,
Tanay said it a few times that Jarrett was the one to screw AJ Styles out of his title.
Oh, that's
There
right.
you go.
Yeah, because he hit him with the guitar.
Yeah,
figure.
Tanay
Jarrett
kept
with the
pushing
guitar,
that
huh?
for us. And then they kept pushing also the Chris Harrison Raven feud. So I felt like those were the two guys that they made sure had spots in this.
So
Against
see,
each
it had
other.
nothing to do with Dixie Carter. It had something to do with the guitar.
Styles Clash to Double J into the pin. Now Jarrett goes into the penalty box for 2 minutes. Now AJ gets the ladder to hang the belt up, put it up, not pull it down. So I'm not gonna lie, guys. I was learning as I was going here, and that's why I wrote it that way. You know what I mean?
Posey, there's Black Posey. Sorry.
Thank God for that. Spear by Harris to Raven into the 1, 2, 3 pin. Now Raven goes into the box. So now Harris and AJ both are eligible to win this match. Adam, is this a mix of a ladder match, an Iron Survivor match, and a Texas Death Match?
It's a hat on a hat on a hat. It's just
That's
it's
the
just too
second
much.
time that has been said on this show.
Yes.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
It's just too much going on, man. It's like pick one, let's run with it.
AJ throws him out of the ring. So now they are eligible with so this is what I was learning as I was going on, and I keep doing this. I guess I didn't realize they were eligible for the whole match now to win. And I'm not a king of the mountain guy. I learned as I went here. So
But wait,
I didn't know if they were only allowed to get it while they were in the penalty box. I didn't know.
that would be a wrinkle in the damn match, though.
A wrinkle? What's that?
Like if you can only hang the belt up if somebody's in the penalty box. If ain't nobody in there, you got to pin them and hook it up there within 2 minutes.
Oh wow.
Or if
I
you
mean, why
got
not? We're doing
pinned,
everything else.
if you got pinned and you pinned somebody before, then that right there is Xing out. So you got to pin somebody else before you can even climb the belt.
Yeah, let's make this a 4-hour match. Why don't we?
I'm surprised they didn't keep up with pinfalls.
just
Like,
saying.
okay, well, AJ's got 2. So even though he
Listen.
didn't hang the belt, he's number 1 contender now or something like that.
Listen, Bruce listens to this show, so we got to give him some kind of ideas.
Okay, so Jeff is out of the box now. Kick from Killings to Harris, and he pins Harris. Now Killings is eligible. Is your head spinning from all this, James, or it's just mine?
Yeah, obviously wasn't watching it this time, and kind of glad I wasn't because there's a lot going on, like everybody's been saying, and I'm pretty much reiterating. There's just way too much going on, and you got camera cuts going here, there, and everywhere, and it's like 3 separate matches in one. And the penalty box thing is a little whatever. Like there's a lot going on.
Garrett powerbomb on Killings. Double team now by Double J and Raven. Double J using the ladder as a weapon. Adam, is that a working ladder? Because that looked a lot rougher than or is that a shoot ladder or a working ladder, do you think?
That's a shoot ladder. That's a shoot aluminum ladder. You can tell it. You can hear it.
Yeah, I thought so too. Devyn, is this something that should is this like a match that they should do more often? Do you like this match?
I honestly really like this match. Once you get into the flow of it and the feel of it and the rivalry between all these guys, I really like it. It's just we see the basic matches all the time: a normal match, a ladder match, a cage match. It's something just out there. Like I love it. It's fun.
I you know what? It does grow on me as I'm watching it.
Oh,
I was just a little confused. No, I was a little confused early, and then all right.
Devyn can like it. That's cool. But you piggybacking, that's not genuine.
Well,
Brad.
it did change as the match went on for me because at first I didn't know what was going on because I did feel like it was that Texas Death Match, counting to 30, counting to 3. Are you standing up? Did you win? But
once you understand it, it's not that bad.
Very bamboozled at first. Mike, most multi-competitor matches, there's always just a couple of guys laying around. Does the penalty box substitute that and help that situation?
Yeah, I think it helps out with it. And honestly, I think they can make it work now. If they played the right cards, I think they could do, the right thing instead of having somebody lay out on the floor for 2 or 3 minutes. Put them in the box.
Well, I mean, they're kind of doing that with the Iron Survivor match in NXT, don't you think?
Yeah. I mean, it's pretty much the same thing.
Yeah, they're taking some
I don't
ideas
watch
from it for
NXT,
sure.
but yeah, it's pretty much the same thing.
Yeah, Raven and Double J still helping each other out in the ring. Now tables, now chairs are killing everybody in there. Double J and Raven arguing, and then all at once it's over. James, any enemies that you formed alliances with, and any heel turns on them, on your friends?
Oh, this is one of those the enemy of my enemy is my friend type of thing.
Sounded really good when I wrote it.
Well, there's one guy we didn't well, it's not really like forming an alliance, I guess, but there's one guy. Yeah, we didn't get along too much, but then out of nowhere it just kind of the switch flipped, and now we're pretty cool with each other. So I guess that's kind of what you're asking, but I'm trying to crawl on that ladder like AJ, when it was laying flat. I don't know if you talked about that spot, but he like leapt on the ladder, didn't really make the whole leap, so kind of like wiggled up there.
That was
right
a
before he got
dangerous
thrown out.
spot, too, man.
Damn.
So, all right. Clothesline Harris, forearm killings. Crowd is into it now. Truth clothesline Jarrett out of the ring. Harris and Raven way outside the ring. Devyn, in these early days, it was called the Asylum. Did you like that name and description?
Oh yeah, it's kind of like how AEW, every time they're in Daly's place, it feels like home. Like it's just the asylum. It's the place they're supposed to be, where the mayhem happens. All the carnage is gonna happen in the asylum. So I love it. I love these early days of TNA. I've said love a bunch of times, but I truly enjoyed TNA a lot in these early days. I was a Vince McMahon or Vince Russo and Jeff Jarrett mark back then, so it was great. I liked it.
AJ Styles kicks Truth off the ladder. It's so very athletic. Mike, Vince Russo hands the competitor the belt to hang. He always has to be involved, right?
Oh, of course. It's Vince Russo. He has to be in the spotlight when the spotlight's shining.
Styles takes Jarrett over the top using his leg strength. Wildcat can't hang the belt. Raven throws powder, Devyn. What's with that powder?
The powder was terrible.
Yeah,
if you're watching along with us,
that would blind me being a fucking foot away.
Yeah, if you're watching right now on Premier Streaming Network live on YouTube, then you will see that powder is clearly like a foot away from Chris Harris's face. They try to switch the camera quick to make it look like it, but Chris Harris should be our new NWA champion right now.
DDT, so DDT on Raven, or DDT by Raven pins Harris. Now Raven is eligible and Harris is in the penalty box. Killings elevates Raven, who goes face first onto the turnbuckle. Adam, is this a dangerous match? And how much in-ring experience should someone have before attempting it?
Oh, God, you need to have 7-8 years at least. And this is very dangerous because if that ladder gets kicked a certain way or somebody falls, they get their head right. If you're watching on the screen right here, you can fall a certain way, hit your head on the table leaning up. You can fall, hit your back on the metal railing on the table laying down. So there's several things. And then there's one point where that hook actually comes down completely. So what if that metal hook comes down and hits somebody? So yeah, it's pretty damn dangerous.
Jarrett throws killings.
Did it not? Well, we're not there yet.
We'll get there. Yeah, we'll get there. Jarrett throws killings onto the rail, pins killings. Everyone is now eligible. Jeff Jarrett and Russo in the ring with the belt. Russo won't give it to him. Roll up Styles. Jarrett now in the penalty box. 3 men in there. As overdone as this is, it's still fun, right, James? I know your answer now.
It is exciting. I'm not gonna lie. There's a lot of bullshit going on, because I caught myself being like, man, there's too much going on. There's too much going on. But then you get to moments like this, and it's like, hey, you got me. Like, I don't know what's going on, but it's exciting, like that type of thing.
That's what I mean. It builds on it. It's like, okay, it's a car crash, but I'm kind of liking it.
Like, I couldn't explain it, but I'm just watching like, all right, I'm down. Like, you got
I feel like at this point, I finally understood what was going on.
But you didn't. You know, like you thought you did, but in reality, it's like I don't know what the fuck's happening.
I think once everybody was eligible, it got a little bit easier to
Yeah.
follow.
Because it's a fucking ladder match after that. Of
Exactly,
course, you
yeah.
know what is going on.
3 guys in the freaking penalty box, so it cracks me up. That's comfortable. Harris and Raven push Styles off the ladder. Very tough landing by Styles. Raven going up. Harris there too. Harris pushing Raven. Raven through the table. Harris driven through the table by Truth. Everyone out of the box now. Truth climbing. Jarrett has the guitar. Hits Truth, but it's not a household item. Oh wait, that's a different match.
Good try.
Match. Jarrett with the belt. Seems like he's rebuilding the hook right now.
Yeah, because it fell completely. He had to hook it back up there.
And Jarrett, after a very, very uncomfortable few minutes, hooks the belt up on the belt up on the hook. That has to be a panic moment, right? Like, I know he's a star. I know he's been a star, but it ain't working. I mean, what do you think of that, Devyn?
it was kind of embarrassing, not gonna lie, when Jeff Jarrett's up there and then he's like, "Where's the hook?" And then looks down and he has to have whatever referee's in the ring right now hand him the hook so he can physically try and hook the hook back on.
$3 would have fixed that problem. Buy a carabiner.
How many times do we see a ladder match though, or unhook the belt match, or unhook the Money in the Bank match, and they struggle?
Wasn't
It's
that box match that we covered with Booker T and whoever, and like didn't the box like fall at one time?
It's a lot of pressure.
Jeff Jarrett in ladder matches.
Right? It is. Old Double J.
Oh, what's funny is I'm sitting here watching the ending again. He hooks it, looks down at AJ Styles, punches him, and then reaches back up and grabs it.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, I know I just put it up here, but I'm taking it back down.
Do you think AJ Styles does a good job of like trying to get up there though? Like,
yeah.
like not just wasting the moment with everyone laying down looking dead. He's so like, important. At least let me try and stop Jarrett in the moment.
Make it believable, right? But wasn't there a handcuff? Someone couldn't get the handcuffs off somebody a couple of years ago too. Like,
Heyman, Roman got handcuffed to something, and Heyman like fucked with the handcuffs for forever.
Yeah,
so they just stopped everything. It was terrible. That was during the COVID time.
I do want to double back to what Adam said about like the talent or your question about like experience, I guess. That double table spot, if you're jumping off a ladder onto a table, one of them's folded or unfolded, and then one of them's like leaning in the thing. You land on that wrong, that could be some pain and disaster. So like Adam was saying, the experience to like do those two table spots, like, good in their own like respect with each of them, like that's a big part of it too.
So that's the match, guys. It was a lot of fun. Thank you, Brian, for giving us something that we haven't seen, something to that totally new to us. Totally appreciate it. So you guys are okay.
I didn't know who was going to win.
I did not know who was going to win. But I probably could have seen it and still not known.
I knew because I heard Jeff's podcast about it
20 years ago, right?
Well, no, yeah, I mean he owned the company, so
what does that mean? He did lose sometimes, right? He wasn't champ coming in.
He lost a lot.
Anyway, questions? You guys ready?
Let's do it.
Yeah.
Friend of the show, Allison Faye. We know what this is. Who's got the best hair in the match? Lots of good candidates.
Chris, that one dude, Chris Harris, was it? Chris Harris?
I'm going with that as well.
Chris Harris.
Yeah, I liked it too.
That's
Raven.
what I'm saying.
What'd you say, James?
Raven.
By the way, Raven, showed up at like I said at MLW and turned on his little flock that he has now, and it was very exciting. But he's an older gentleman now.
That's crazy because he turned up at TNA at Impact when me, Mike, and James went up. Mm-hmm. He showed up at the commentary table, just sat there.
Yeah,
he was in NWA not too long ago either.
He's a fan favorite.
Insane Clown Posse.
He's a fan favorite at 2300 Arena. I'll say that. Heel or face, it doesn't matter. Matt M wants to know: do you think this is such a funny ass question, and it is so perfect? Do you think present day R-Truth would understand the rules to the King of the Mountain?
Hell no, he can't even get the rules of the Royal Rumble.
I was just on the phone with my buddy
no,
Jesse.
He wouldn't.
We were talking about how funny R-Truth was, like, with the 24/7 title, because Jesse was like watching pretty good back then. And I was like, bro, you have to see this spot in the Rumble. I was like,
I
he
mean,
goes
the
in for
fact
the
that they
tag.
gave him the tag, the fact that Dominic gave the tag is even the better part.
Well, in the video package where he's like the Judgment Day thing, and he's just like photoshopped into like everything.
Oh my
I
god,
was
Them all
there
his
when this happened.
babies.
I was there when this happened.
so good.
We were
Just
born
so
as
freaking
Judgment Day.
good.
Live, laugh, love. Yeah.
Oh man. Shout
But yeah,
out
that was
Ron
a-
Killings, dude. Never
Shout out
changed.
Matt M for that question because that is a perfect question. Ben Jones, friend of the show, wants to know: is there any character gimmick, past or present, that you could have seen Jeff Jarrett do successfully? I could see him as Mr. Perfect.
The Red Rooster.
Oh
Yeah.
man, we are feeling on Jeff Jarrett today.
Jeff is an awesome dude. Having met him, multiple times in person. Great dude.
Yeah, he is. And I'll tell you this, I would never have thought this, except now that I see him in that new character now, where he was at GCW, and I, for some reason, can't think of the name of it. What was it? What am I thinking of, Devyn?
Last Outlaw.
The Last Outlaw,
Yeah,
yes.
yeah.
That shows that can be a badass, which I never thought of him as a badass. So
No one did. Conrad changed the perceptive of Jeff Jarrett big time because everybody thought he was just a giant piece of shit. And then after Conrad kind of put him on, and it's like, holy fuck, he was so good at it. Like he played us all,
He did. And then you listen to like the podcast, like, oh, I kind of like this
Yeah,
dude.
like
And then he
holy,
gets
was Jeff Jarrett one of the best ever, and nobody knows it
like,
because we just shit on
but
him so
you
long.
listen to him on the podcast, and like, man, this guy's cool. I like him, and and you see him on TV, he's like, fuck him, he's an asshole. I mean,
I think
all on the same day.
I think he could be our
It's crazy.
tribal chief right now.
I think he could have been Doink.
Our head of the table, Jeff
Because he
Jarrett.
is a clown.
But
Do you
like,
think
go ahead.
Jeff Jarrett could have been the cerebral assassin?
I don't know.
I
It's
think
hard to
I think
see
he could have
somebody
been.
else now.
You want to hear it, James hate me? He could be. I mean, with this Last Outlaw, he could have been Stone Cold.
I knew you were going there. I knew you were.
That's the
I've been
real
waiting to
It
say
was
cowboy.
either
that.
there or cowboy shit. I thought
That's
you
the
were going
real
to say
cowboy
that or
shit,
cowboy
Brad.
shit.
Anyway, Mike, did you have an answer?
No.
Oh, perfect. So I got 3 questions here from Amy. I'm gonna ask Brian. I'm gonna ask the first one, and then you can cue up those other 2 pictures that she sent. Okay.
Oh,
So I'll ask the first one first.
you'll ask
Tell
the
us-
first one first? Great.
This has nothing to do with anything we've covered. All right, just so you guys know. Tell us your favorite wrestling entrance. Tell me your favorite wrestling entrance of all time.
Glass shattering. Come on, man. That's a layup.
Well, it depends. You got your WrestleMania entrances, and
Oh, is that what they're asking? Like
No,
that's what I'm
top
taking it
entrance
as.
of all time? Because then we're probably, like Mike's saying,
I mean, that's hard to answer. If it's an entrance or if it's a entrance.
Well,
Like,
I don't think
mean,
there's no specific. You can be whatever you want it to be, Mike.
Okay, let me think on it for a second.
All right, how about you, Devin?
All right, so I got 2. One of my favorite of all time and favorite
Just
current.
get one.
So,
Pick your favorite. Yeah,
well,
your
I
favorite.
got. What about Eminem, Johnny Nitro, Molina, and Mercury coming out in slow motion, holding their titles up, and
He
then
does-
walking
yeah,
down the
no.
red carpet all the way down to the ring?
Not
You
bad.
just had me totally change my answer
You're
because
good.
of what you said.
Stupid.
I'm going with beautiful people. Shout out.
I mean, if you're
Shout out
going with
Sky.
that, I'm going to go with
Whoa.
Eugene. Yeah, if you're going with that, I'm going with Eugene. I mean,
Okay then.
boy, we were hitting the minnow net at the bottom of the lake on this one.
So my favorite current one though, that really reminds me of that Eminem one, is the Street Profits coming out where they dab up their buddy and then get let out behind the whatever it's called.
I started watching that reality show, by the way, with him and Bianca.
Bet
I bet
you
you
did.
I would
Fucking-
not doubt it.
It's something
As soon
wrestling
as
my
I seen
wife
that
will
in the
watch.
air, I said,
It's something wrestling my wife will watch, James. Sorry, bud.
Brad's watching that.
That's not how you
Like,
started the quote.
I said Street Profits. I meant Private Party, but
We got Adam.
I was a big fan of the one WrestleMania entrance Triple H did where it was the Terminators. Only because it was a Terminator.
Yes.
Because
That
they were
was a good
raising
one.
up from the
Yeah, but I just
floor.
heard you. I just heard.
Yeah, dude.
it's all about the game.
But like somebody said, I always be kind of Canes because the red, the fucking fire. I mean, just Canes was always badass because it didn't drag out, and it's just one of my favorites.
All right,
I
Mike,
think
your time's up.
that one in John Cena when he drove the Mustang into the arena.
All right.
Those are one of my two favorites.
Well, that took a lot of thought, huh?
Yeah.
Fuck off, Brad.
I know, right? James, you're still going last shot.
Now, fuck off, Brad.
Probably, the Stone Cold Shatter thing, but maybe a Taker Mania one because those are always epic entrances.
Man, I even like all the violins for Shinsuke.
Oh,
No?
Shinsuke, yeah.
I like that. Yeah. When the person comes out with the violin,
Yeah, when they're all out there like
a
freaking orchestra section,
Yeah, like those are cool.
I don't know when old dude played Jade Cargill's and he come out with the guitar. That was pretty badass.
Glorious.
Very good.
I will give it. That first SmackDown one where Bobby Roode like debuts and like you just see the Jumbotron like right when he turns around, just like glorious, just like
fantastic
up across the screen. Glorious. I will give it to the victorious. Sweet song too.
Very sweet.
That was awesome.
All right, Bryant, you ready?
What about Dominic Mysterio?
Good heel. All right, so pick your school lunch, guys. I'm going A1Y. So that would be pizza, tater tots, and chocolate milk. Thanks, Amy.
A1X. No, Z, never mind. Let's go A1Z.
Yeah, you got 2%. So you're not drinking nothing? That
a onesie? You're doing a onesie?
No.
A1Z.
So
now, this is an old school pizza, right?
That's what I was about to ask. Are we doing like the cafeteria pizza?
Hell yeah.
Cafeteria pizza.
Cafeteria pizza. Okay, so I'm definitely going with A. A3Y.
You getting pizza and garlic bread?
Damn right.
He's got the gabagool.
And you're going
I
chocolate.
love garlic. I'm a big fan of garlic bread. I love garlic bread.
Devin?
All right, so my pick is I'm gonna go C, the cheeseburger. I'm gonna throw one of those little packets of mayo and little packets of ketchup on it too.
All right.
Yeah, of course.
I'm gonna go or one. I
Looking
think
born in
everyone chose one,
2015,
didn't we?
baby.
What are you talking about, Mike?
Everyone loves those tater tots that the school has. And then why? How can you say no on chocolate milk? Man, you shake up the thing and bust it open. Chug it as fast as you can.
I'm not shaking it. I'm just drinking it. But
that was me in high school.
James, did you make a decision?
Man, it's got to be A. I may go with the French fries. I don't know.
They look good. There's a lot of them. I'll tell you this. There's a lot of them.
Tots are bomb. Don't get me wrong. See, this is as a fat person, this is like a hell of a decision.
I'm freaking starving.
But I'll probably go 2, and then like Devin said, chocolate milk, man. And these are the little cardboard, the fucking little cartons. Shake them up pretty good. Pop it open, you know what I'm saying? Like, Devin, did you go to school with like bag milk, or did y'all have cartons?
No, we had cartons.
Oh, yeah.
What you're seeing on the screen literally looks like my old
Got you. I got you.
All right.
Can I throw in here real quick on the French fries?
From the voice heavens.
Crinkle cut fries is what my school had, and that's the only reason I would ever pick fries.
What kind of yuppie ass
crinkle
place
cut?
You go to crinkle cuts?
Crinkle cuts, man.
What are they, Nathan's?
Fucking
Nathan's.
Nebraska.
That's a fucking northeastern thing you used to say.
Private school.
I forget that I'm dealing with people from all over the country here. All right.
Oh, no, Devin's a Yankee.
This is the final one.
Shout out.
Would you try this, Amy Vaughn? So funny thing here, James and Devin, who's on the screen right now. So my response to her in text was, "I'll try anything once."
Hey,
man, oh man.
I will say peanut butter on a hamburger with some pickles and stuff. Lettuce, pickles, peanut butter, bomb.
I have had peanut butter and pickle sandwich before. I'm not preferring it, but I've had it and I'll eat it. And I'll eat this too.
Peanut butter on a hamburger is fucking dope. And I've had that with pickles, so yeah.
I'm doing it.
But would I try that? I mean, if there's money involved, if money's on the line.
Did y'all see the thing at the very bottom? It says Brain Damage Studios. That is hilarious.
I love that. The pickles? Fuck yes.
Oh, here we go. That's right. We're back with the pickles again.
Yeah, you got
right.
So does this have to
I heard
skip?
it took them 48 hours to make this.
Yeah, it
It
has to sit
does.
in the wrap for 48
It's
hours
not
before you're
longer.
allowed to open it.
So you
Yeah,
eating this?
it's not
You said
longer.
you're both eating this. How about you, Devin?
I'm taking a bite and giving the other cup to my wife because she's
Well,
a
if you
pickle
take a
freak.
bite, what if you like it?
Oh, McGruff,
I
huh?
bet you like
Then
it.
I still have the rest of that cup.
Well, it seems like you already gave up as soon as you took the bite. You don't even know how it tastes yet.
No,
That's what
I
he
said
said.
I'm
He's
giving
gonna-
the
he's
other
gonna
cup
try
to
it.
my wife. I'm gonna
Okay.
try
Wait.
one. I'm gonna give the other one to my wife immediately.
I
So is
have
this
to know,
real?
is
Is
this
this real?
right here a real thing?
That's what I wanted to know too. Is this even
Probably.
real? It's a
I
fair
hope
question.
not.
I mean,
Probably.
I'm not saying I'm gonna eat it because it's
I haven't
pickles and
seen it if
chocolate.
it is. Okay. All right, guys. That's it for the questions. Thank
I
you.
have a late submission.
Okay.
It's Jesse from Canadian Texas. In reference to Brad being Philly, and he wanted to make sure I got this on the episode. Oh, does he eat horse shit too?
Well, here we go.
Yeah, it's an old. I was like, bro, I've made that joke. I don't know. We're on episode 95. I probably made it 347 times. But you know, Jesse had his question, so we are. It's your show.
Makes
So
me think
there
Jesse
you
doesn't
go.
listen to the show if he asks that.
That's neither here nor there.
Yeah,
But
Thanks, Jesse. Always a fan.
Shout out.
hey, what better way to watch wrestling than with Mike's Meat Minute? And boy, howdy, can't wait for this one because it's. I think it's something special. But Mike, what you got for us this week?
The question is, does that have pickles?
I bet we're about to find out.
Does
No,
it?
it don't.
Oh.
Hell
I
yeah!
am gonna I'm gonna do a red lobster chicken pot pie. How about that? Right?
You
So what you
walk in,
need-
you see the hostess. She asks how many people would you like a booth or a table. You sit down, grab the menu, order a red lobster chicken pot pie.
Pretty close. But I'm gonna tell you how they make it. Okay. You need 2 cups of milk. You need 2 cups of the red lobster biscuit mix.
Cheddar Bay
And you
biscuits,
need-
baby.
2 whole roasted chickens. Go to Publix, go to Ingles, wherever your shopping place is, and get the pre-made thing. Right? Works 10 times better. So you got to shred the chicken up. You take a stick of butter, throw it in a pan. Take that shredded chicken, throw it in a pan. Then you take some peas and carrots, throw it in the pan.
You gotta roll it up,
And then you
roll it
take-
up, then throw it in the pan.
Then you take your 2 cups of milk and your 2 cups of red lobster mix, mix it together, and pour it on top. That's all you gotta do. Then you throw it in the oven at 350 degrees for 45 minutes.
350,
Take it
are you gonna
out.
burn it?
No, you ain't gonna burn it.
You cooking anything over 300 degrees, I'm like, whoa.
No, trust me, you ain't gonna burn it. Pull it out, and you got yourself a red lobster chicken pot pie. Fit for the family.
Howdy.
Fit for the family. I like it.
Fit for the family. We got Super Bowl going on, baby. You gotta make a big
Yeah,
old
none
pot of
says
stuff.
Super Bowl like a fucking
Yeah.
pot pie.
There you go.
Speaking of Super Bowl, sorry about your loss, Devin. Eat shit. That being said,
I hope that.
let it burn, won't you
Fuck
let
me.
it burn?
I hope you're regretting all this and want to cut it all out after.
Well, it's 7:00 in the drop. I'm in the drop top. Whatever.
Fuck the
You made
Chiefs.
part
Someone
2 of
set
my
the alarms
confession.
off at 6 a.m. at the Niners fucking
Calm down,
hotel this
Usher.
morning.
You made part 2 of my confessions.
You're not
Yeah.
watching SpongeBob?
You remind me of a girl that I once knew. Boom. I think I had enough Usher puns right there.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
And he did a great job at the Super Bowl show. Oh, God. Well, is that the recipe, Mike? Appreciate it.
That's it.
It is definitely time for the spirit of the swerve, I think. Didn't really know where I was going to go with this.
I
What?
swerve when I drive, and I swerve when I drive.
I have 2 DUIs because I swerved when I drive. Yeah. That being said, you know, sometimes things don't go your way, and it looks like no matter what you do, sometimes it just takes the booking may not be in your favor. I mean, I have a feeling Vince Russo had a hand on this episode, but that's neither here nor there. I will say, so at work the other day, there's like a high speed chase. The electricity went out. There's a bunch of other shit that happened. My day, I had one day at work Wednesday that was absolutely nuts. And there was like 8 separate stories. I'm not going to get into it because Lord knows we've talked way too much already about, stuff. But man, there's just I should have known at 3 a.m. when this first instance happened that the whole day was going to be a fucking circus, Yeah. But that such is life. At my job sometimes. That being said, man, there has been a lot of swerves happening in the professional wrestling world these days, and who knows who's doing what and what's going where. I will say, if you name something Boss Town and have money signs everywhere, I wonder who's gonna be there. Maybe somebody with the fucking name Monet. Fucking idiots. Why would you give it away? That's not much. Or will that be a swerve? Oh, did I just work myself into that? But yeah, there's a lot with this Cody, Rock, Roman, Seth. Who cares? But yeah, I think we're all in for a swerve.
I think it might be Scott D'Amore, but
yeah, Scott D'Amore fired. That was a big swerve. You rebrand, you change the name, you have all this buzz. Boom, Scott D'Amore gone. Like, I don't know. I would like to have a reaction to what Brad was talking about. Alex Kane and Mr. Thomas should be future guests. It'd be really cool to communicate to them.
Yeah, emails would be good.
Yeah, I mean, a clear line of communication with those guys would be fucking fantastic. I mean, there should be a shot clock violation on that email just hanging out in the inbox for a while. That would be fun, huh?
yeah.
Oh man, I think we swerved too much. I'm pretty much just rambling, but yeah, man. Sometimes you have a big show, and then sometimes you follow it up with a swerve, bro. Because we're not gonna take the title off of the hook. We're just gonna climb up and put it back on. This is like opposite. This is Bizarro world that we're living in this episode, and hell, I think I've rambled too much because Mike is back this week, Devyn's back this week. Yeah, can't wait. And hey, sometimes the booking goes in your favor, and sometimes you just need to switch it up a little bit. And it's not always going to work out, but guess what does work out? You. Every time when you're faced with adversity, when the swerve is not in your favor, guess what? Keep pushing through. And that's what we're going to do because Lord knows I've rambled enough. And Devyn, welcome back, man. Good to see you here for the people. Just saying. But no, it's a joke, man. God, are you gonna cry? Are you crying on camera? No, I'm kidding. But yeah, Devyn, welcome back. And what you got for us this week?
All right, it's me, Devyn D19.
Change the possession arrow.
Mobbing again with the KOC. No, our crew.
Oh,
guys,
man.
What's going on? I want to ask, what is the last TV show that you guys have binged?
Schitt's Creek.
That was actually the last show I binged as well.
The Office Superfan episodes on Peacock. They have like the deleted scenes and all that shit added in.
Oh yeah.
Mine was The Ranch.
I started that, and then he got in trouble for the whatever, and I stopped watching it for some reason.
No, I kept on watching it.
It was a pretty good show, though.
I watched it the first time. I just rewatched it.
Mike, have you watched past Danny Masterson leaving?
Yeah. I watched the whole thing.
Nice. I completely stopped like when he left the show and went
Yeah, no,
through all
I
this
kept
stuff.
watching it.
Speaking
Exactly
of
when I was
some 70s show dudes, that's like when Charlie Sheen got booted off his 2.5 Men, and then old Ashton came in.
Yeah, and then Charlie Sheen showed up the very last episode, and
Died. Got a piano
Spoiler.
shattered on him. Sorry, that was 15 years ago. All right,
Well,
so
hey, we had a fucking movie reference last week that Brad spoiled too.
Steel Magnolias, if you guys
Yeah.
don't remember.
I feel like we're making Sophie's choice on this episode, but Devyn, go ahead.
all right. Question number 2. What is your favorite word in the English dictionary?
fuck off.
That's 2 words.
That's 2 words.
Shout out.
Yeah,
That's 2 words.
probably fuck. Maybe Jay. No, I don't say James that much. That's weird. I'm talking the
Yeah,
third
no.
person. Yeah,
James
probably
is in
fuck.
the
I cuss a
dictionary.
lot.
I liked one of the newer words in the dictionary, ginormous.
That's a new word
Yeah,
in the
because we know
dictionary.
you talk about that a lot.
Yeet.
Makes sense.
Yeah, he apologizes. I'm sorry, it's not ginormous.
But the word is real.
How disappointed are you going to be? Ginormous.
Lee.
Reaching.
I
Sorry.
like the word porn.
Just fishing, baby. Just fishing.
That was a
I had
weird.
the same one wrote down, Mike. I had fuck.
This is the biggest Vince Russo booked episode we've
Very
ever done.
broad question there, Devin.
For real, like, what's your favorite word?
Yeah, well, it has to be in a dictionary though.
Onomatopoeia. Like supercalifragilistic.
I was thinking that. I was thinking that, James. I swear I was.
We are on
like a
fire.
Yeah.
If you made it this far, thank you so much for the support.
All right, so question number 3. If you had to open your own store, what would you be selling and what would be the name of your store?
Vienna sausages. Okay. I don't know. I'm gonna think about that. Come back to me.
All right.
Mm.
Mike, your thing lit up.
I got what I'm selling. I'm just trying to think of the name.
All right, what you selling? Maybe we can
welcome
help
to
you
the
out.
candy shop.
Well, I'm gonna do a sports bar.
Yeah, that's a great store.
Mike's big and tall.
It is a store because you're selling shit. Like you're selling food and you're selling beer. So you're selling shit. So it's a store.
If you ain't standing, you're sitting.
One of my favorite quotes, dude. I've watched that clip, I don't know, 1,000 times.
You don't have to get mad, Mike. It was a
Just don't know the
compliment.
name.
I'd probably do like a shoe store and accessories. It'd be like shoes and shit.
I'm gonna call it. I don't know. That's exactly what I'm gonna call it. I don't know.
Shit on a
'Cause then when you
shingle.
ask somebody, hey, you want to go out to eat? Yeah. Where do you want to go? I don't know.
I love candy. I'm just gonna go candy. I'm gonna answer the question for real. Candy.
Me and my dad had an idea for shit on a shingle. It's kind of like bear, what do you want? What shit do you want? All right, and then or no, shit and stuff. My bad. Like, what shit do you want? Well,
It's in there, right?
what stuff do you want with it? You know, like, so what's the main shit that you want for your food? Oh, I want like a steak, or I want chicken fried steak, or I want this. All right, what shit do you want with it? Shit and stuff.
You know, I actually have a real answer. So
That was a real answer, dickhead.
no,
Go
I mean,
ahead.
for me, so here's the thing. I actually wanted to do this, but I didn't have the resources. So snow globes, right?
Oh God.
Keep it, but locally. So whatever you got going on in your town, you know, we sell like your local, like what, like we have this thing in Hermitage where I'm from. It's called the Casino, and it's in the park, and it's very famous in the town, but no one else knows it. So you sell that in the local stores in the snow globe, and you could do that in every town.
Brad's like, come on to the
What?
gift shop.
I always wanted to do it, but I don't have any money.
Well, listen. Here's my idea on something. Okay, so I'm gonna do like a sports bar, and you got your wing. Of course, like your two biggest things are gonna be wings and hamburgers, right? But I'm gonna have 20 flavors, or
Called
Whatever.
Buffalo Wild Wings.
So we can have this. Wait, will you shut the fuck up for a second? Whatever flavor wing you want, you can also get that flavor in a hamburger.
Okay, like get the sauce on the hamburger, or
Either
the
get
whole
the
hamburger
sauce
cooked
on
in the
the
sauce.
hamburger, or if it's dry rub, you get it mixed in with the hamburger meat. You know, so it's teriyaki or hot or garlic parmesan or this or
Caribbean
that,
jerk.
or
Hot.
whatever you want.
Buffalo.
Barbecue.
But you can get the flavor
Wild.
in a hamburger as well. So you have your hamburgers. You have
Mango habanero.
Garlic parmesan.
Dry rub.
Spicy garlic.
Hey, that was
Exactly.
on Bar Rescue, wasn't it?
I don't know, was it? I'm just saying. This
Oh,
I like
Vince
it though, Mike.
Russo has
I like it.
done it again.
I'm just saying, if I could do something, that's what I'd like to do.
so Devin, what do you
wings,
got?
You got hamburger, a sports bar, wings, hamburgers, hot dogs. You can do all the same thing. You can do your fucking bread in the same fucking flavor. So when you do your hot dogs, you got the same flavor.
Just sodiumed out, baby.
Oh yeah.
There we go.
Mine's just a video game shop. Come get your old retro video games.
Oh, and
Here.
it's retro, so it's old stuff. You can't
Yeah,
get-
it's all the old stuff, all PlayStation
stuff.
2,
GameStop. So you're gonna be GameStop.
What do you consider old stuff?
Yeah,
Yeah,
everything's
prior
old
to
stuff.
2017.
And,
He's
anything
probably
from
talking like
PS4
PS3,
down.
like you know,
is
that
old.
old
PlayStation
stuff,
3 and back.
PS3.
Yeah, PS3. Yeah, yeah. You know.
Xbox 360.
Right? Hey,
Yes,
I don't know if y'all
sir.
been paying attention to Microsoft, but pay attention.
Y'all ever
Same.
played a Wii? That was that
Yeah, I
thing was
played
cool.
Wii.
Yeah, bro.
Nintendo,
Bowling.
hey,
He's talking this shit.
Nintendo 64, where it's at, baby.
I played Atari. Asshole.
All right,
Yeah,
so
I-
that's all I got this week for No Our Crew. But
Hey,
real
hey,
quick,
Devin.
yes,
What has 5 toes but is not your foot?
your foot.
No.
Hey!
My foot. Not your foot.
Yeah.
My foot. No,
Not
my
mine,
foot.
yours.
No, mine.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's what he
yours,
said.
not mine.
That's what he said.
No,
Sorry, Mike.
I
You got it
said-
right.
Devin got
no,
it.
he did not. He said your foot.
Yeah,
I said,
your
what has
foot.
5 No, but it's not your foot. It's my foot.
It's not mine. It's
Now,
yours.
if Devin
No, it's
says
mine.
your to you, that's your
not
foot.
mine. You said it
Waka,
can't
waka,
be mine.
waka.
But it's mine. It's not yours. You can't say yours. You have to say mine.
Because it's your dog.
It's your bush.
Oh, that's a callback to old H-Ville. My
Brett,
goodness.
favorite game on Atari.
Vince Russo has struck again. We are finger poking doom in this episode
Oh.
big time.
It's still
Welcome
my
back,
foot.
Mike.
Welcome
It's still
back.
my foot.
Brad,
My
favorite game on Atari.
Not your foot, my foot.
What'd you say, Adam?
Favorite game on Atari.
Pong.
I like Frogger.
I like Donkey Kong too.
What about Dig Dug? Wasn't that on Atari?
Big Doug was good. I like
Pitfall.
Miss
Pitfall.
Pac-Man was fantastic, and it's still fantastic.
Pitfall.
I can
Pitbull
whoop
Harry?
Pac-Man's ass.
E.T.
I liked ET.
I fucking bet you did.
I like playing tennis. I like just playing tennis on there.
My goodness. Brad, are we fucking something?
Yeah, we are going old school here.
I
FMK
fucking thank
style.
God. This episode needs saved. So let's bring it old school, baby. Stick with what works.
So I know we don't normally do this, but during this time of this match was a very special movie called The Wedding Crashers.
Oh, yes. I love that movie.
So I'm going to name who the actor is, but we want to talk about the character. Do we want to F, marry, kill that character? So let's go with the ladies first. We have Gloria Cleary, who is played by Isla Fisher. Claire Cleary, who is played by Rachel McAdams. And Kathleen Cleary, who is played by Jane Seymour.
Hey,
Now,
Brian, can we get
just remember, And let's remember, in character, do not look at current pictures of these people. In character on the show, Devyn, what are we doing?
All right, so I'm pretty sure Isla Fisher was the like crazy sister-in-law.
Oh, that narrows it down.
Nobody was an in-law, okay? Nobody was
Well,
married.
like, no, not married, but like
He was the crazy little redhead.
supposedly his girlfriend's sister. So I think
Okay.
that's got to be the F, right? That's got to be the one night, the crazy one, and then Jane Seymour. I think I can marry that woman if in different circumstances. Then out of process, out of elimination. Sorry, Rachel McAdams, but
Not Rachel McAdams.
Claire
Gloria
Cleary.
Or Claire Cleary. I'm sorry.
Yeah, what the heck? She's got to be Cade.
I like it. Go ahead, Mike. I know you're chomping at the bit here.
I have no idea who in the fuck you're talking about. I need pictures of the names. I
Do you
know
remember the movie? You just said it's your favorite movie.
Yeah.
Google.
I know the movie.
So you remember who Vince Vaughn was with in the movie? The girl, the little redhead.
Yeah, the young crazy one.
Yeah.
I'm marrying her.
Okay, then you have Jane Seymour, who was played the mother. Remember?
Oh, yeah.
Motorboating? Remember? I'm
I'm gonna kill her.
Okay.
And
So then you're
marry
going to one night stand Claire Cleary.
Yeah.
Okay. Perfect. I'm glad I could help. Go ahead, Adam.
Straight up, I'm effing Gloria. Because that just sounds like fun to me. I'm with Devyn. I'm marrying Kathleen Cleary. And I'm just not a big fan of just the wholesome girl next door, Claire Cleary. So I'm sorry. Process of elimination, she's out.
All right. Let's go, Jake.
Boy, that speaks volumes. Fucking
Did I call you
Adam
Jake?
likes some fucking hostility and DRAMA. You know what I'm saying? So the crazy one obviously is getting banged, for sure. Now, Jane Seymour, she can give me some medicine, you know what I'm saying, woman? I'm a Dr. Quinn, that I got a problem. Yes, sir. Yeah. I've always thought Jane Seymour was way attractive. So yeah. Dr. Quinn, I need assistance. That being said, I guess but McAdams is so fine. But hey, she's the odd one out because I'm marrying Jane Seymour, fucking the crazy one. And when it comes to, let's say there wasn't Jane Seymour, then definitely McAdams would be the Mary. But in this instance, you're out. There's a fly flying around me. But yeah, she's out.
All right. I am killing Claire Cleary as well, who is played by Rachel McAdams. Because of the three, I'm least interested. That's all there is to it. However, I have some different answers for the other two. There's a fine line between marriage material and crazy woman. And I'll tell you what, there was a famous saying that my buddy told me once. In a room, I don't even know if I should say it. I don't even know if I should say it. So
I don't want to edit anything.
Started it.
It's really cool just clipping the first part and letting it ride. So
anyway. One thing you can say about Gloria in that movie, as crazy as she was totally into Vince Vaughn, and she would never do anything to lose him, is what I'm getting at. So in a room full of, he's only sucking. Yeah.
You have nailed the relationships to a T. Because it's not always like what's best for business, it's not always what's best, it's what's best for business. And you speak for like 90% of the people I know that's like, well, she likes me, well, she loves her,
But she's also really hot. Let's not forget that part either.
I understand, but she's fucking nuts.
Yeah, but she's all yours.
But hey, you know what? She would kill a bitch for you.
So anyway, yes, I'm marrying her. I'm marrying Gloria.
Thank
and
you.
I am going to one night stand the mom. Motorboating one night.
And Jane
Kathleen
Seymour, baby.
And
she likes it freaky. I'm saying.
So it's been a long time, guys, but we're going with the gentleman. Jeremy Gray, who is played by Vince Vaughn. John Beckwith, who is played by Owen Wilson. And Sack Lodge, which is the best name ever in a movie, played by Bradley Cooper.
Cooper.
So, all right, Devyn, what's it going to be?
I'm just gonna start it off with Slack Lodge. He may be the most attractive, but you're talking about his character, and he's a douchebag. I'm gonna kill him. He's gone. I'm sorry. Then Owen Wilson's character, John Beckwith. He's the cooler one, so I'm gonna marry him. And then Jeremy Gray, Vince Vaughn's character, will just be my one night stand. We know he likes it freaky because of his girlfriend, so one night.
Michael?
I'm gonna go same with Devyn. I'm gonna marry the Owen Wilson guy because Owen Wilson's kind of cool and chill. He's like, yeah, man. I mean, whatever. I'm cool. Whatever. Yeah. So I'll marry him. Vince Vaughn, we'll just fuck him because I think he might be a good leg. And then the other guy, I want to kill him.
All right.
Go ahead, Adam.
So I'm with the guys on as far as killing Sack Lodge. Even though I love that name, I'm killing Sack Lodge.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm gonna flip it right here. I'm marrying Jeremy Gray because he knows what he wants. He loves the crazy one, so I feel where he's at.
It's shocking.
I'm marrying him, and I guess I'll F. You know what? No, I'm gonna swap it out. I'm effing Sack Lodge because he's the nice athletic build, and I'm killing John Beckwith because he's desperate, whiny. He wants to go after some other girl's girlfriend, and I don't want that kind of guy in my life.
Man, oh man.
So I'm killing him.
And after my own heart. Go ahead, James.
Probably the Cooper dude. He's probably the death.
Oh, he's a heel, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Plus, he's got money, so that's
Gotta stay true, bro. You know. Vince Vaughn seems like kinda seems like the more level-headed one ish. So I would probably marry him because stability. And then I guess just banging out the other one.
Hey, listen, I'm gonna tell you right. I'm killing John Beckwith, who's Owen Wilson. He's a bitch through the whole movie, and
he whines and cries,
and he tries to crash alone. You don't crash alone. I mean, come on.
He's funny.
You don't go after.
I was hoping you'd go with the Will Ferrell character.
Why do we not have Will Ferrell in there? Like, what the fuck?
There's only three on there. So I'm gonna marry Jeremy, Vince Vaughn, Jeremy, and Jeremy. Doesn't matter which one it is. They're both awesome.
Jeremy, boom, roasted.
One night stand with Sack Lodge because he's gonna break my heart anyway. So just this one night only.
There you go.
So that's it, guys. It was fun doing this again. I like to do the characters because they're not really people, It's just a character.
Yeah, that works.
Back to you, James.
All right.
Brad, I got a question.
Can't wait.
If Apple made cars, would they sell windows?
That's not bad. Waka waka waka. Just for you.
What about Linux?
It's your foot. It's your foot.
No, it's my foot. Not your foot.
That would be your foot.
Your foot.
On the same hot dog.
But the answer is my.
There's been a few
foot.
callbacks on this show.
Foot.
Ooh,
The answer is
man.
not your foot. The answer is my foot.
That movie, My Left Foot, sucked.
Why can't it be
I don't
Devin's
even know
foot? Why
what
can't it
that
be
is.
James's foot? Why can't it be Brad's foot?
Because it has to be my foot.
But that's
Mike's
my foot.
What's about your
But
foot?
who's on second?
Exactly. That's what I was waiting on.
My foot is on.
No,
second.
who's on first?
Who's on first?
What's
Why
on
you
second?
asking me? I'm asking
What's
you.
on second?
That's great.
I'm just saying.
Anyway, I meant it when I said back to you, James.
We did a whole fucking Abbott and Costello this whole episode. Man, this is
Welcome back
one
to
for the ages. And you know what else is for the ages? I guess it's Devyn's demographic. Welcome back to the show. Can't wait. I have a feeling what this is about.
You know what else is for the ages, James?
What, Devyn?
Scott Damore's career with TNA.
Damn, that was negative.
Yeah.
Because he was recently let go from TNA, the company he has helped completely rebuild. back into prominence and arguably a number 2 company in the U.S. right now. So I feel sympathetic for Scott D'Amore, and that's my number 1 on my demographic today.
We wish him all the best in his future endeavors.
You know, we're
Hey, can't
we're
wait
only a
to-
couple,
Can't
we're
wait to
only
meet
a
after
couple
show.
weeks
Great
into
Top Guy
February.
experience. All right, if you're listening.
You know, I mean, we're only a couple weeks into February of 2024, and it's been a fucking year for professional wrestling.
Yeah,
in all.
That it has.
You know what else has happened this year in professional wrestling?
No.
It's just
At the
wasn't
coldest
happening.
winter 2, Nick Nemeth defeated Matt Cardona at GCW's the coldest winter 2.
I'll see Matt Cardona in a couple weeks.
And what about the
Yeah.
Cardona EC3 match?
That would have been something
Yeah.
cool to cover this week in wrestling.
No, it was a good ass match. They beat the shit out of each other.
I'm just
Devin didn't
saying.
like it. Just letting you know.
I'm not an EC3 fan.
Wow.
Okay.
Ethan
But
is
he's a
Shout out
good
to
guy.
NWA.
He's a good guy, though. You should like him because he's a good guy.
Does this go back to the Kelsey
Don't
thing?
fucking hear about.
Well,
he's a good
speaking of the
guy.
NWA, we just spoke of the NWA. So speaking of them, they are now live every Tuesday on the CW app at 7 a.m.
I did get
On
the
the
app for
app,
that
but not
reason.
the channel, right? Because
On
they got
the
in trouble
app
for,
exclusively.
It's still a
You can
big
do,
step up
you
for
can do
them.
cocaine on the app. You can't do cocaine on TV.
A really
There
big
you
step
go.
up for NWA from YouTube to this, though, and right? I mean, this is a good thing.
100%. It's
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it's a national broadcasting channel where it's all
Absolutely.
across the U.S. The CW is. So
Yeah.
your app being out there is
That
really
app is all over the
beneficial.
world.
Exactly,
I got a quick
man.
question. I got a quick question for all y'all, real quick.
It's your
And as
question.
we're recording, nothing's been announced yet. Besides Bray Wyatt, who would you like to see get introduced into the Hall of Fame this year?
Lex Luger.
Victoria.
I think Lex is well
China.
overdue.
China's good too.
China and Lex, yeah.
All right, Lex. Yeah, I think they're both good ones. Brian, you got anything going on back there?
He's posting
Behind
videos.
the scenes?
Yeah, from the voice heavens.
Yeah, I'm making videos for the show here. No,
Oh, he's bored.
Brad already said it. I think Lex Luger would be a great addition to the Hall of Fame this year.
It's time. We've waited long enough.
It's
Right.
it's second time. It's somebody that he can still show up. You know, I mean, wheelchair, walker, you know, whatever. He'll still show up. But
Okay.
Hey, because
I
if
agree.
rumor
Luger's
has
a
it,
big one
Mongo
for me.
made the Pro Football Hall of Fame, so shout out to Mongo.
Shout out.
I mean,
Shout
we
out
figure,
Mongo.
you know, with everything that happened this past year, Bray Wyatt can be the headline of it. But I think Luger would be a good one.
Yeah.
I mean, that'd be a good one.
I don't think it's going to be China this year, but I would like for it to be. I don't
I
see
think
it.
they're probably going to headline it with Bray, so they may save
Yeah.
China to like next year.
Do you? So Lex doesn't
Yeah.
headline, huh?
It's a show, man. It's a show.
I
I mean,
No.
he'll be like, it'll be Bray and Lex as like the big names this year. Then they'll trickle in
Man.
some people, and then next year probably China.
That's the thing. But
What
with
about
all
Miss
this shit
Elizabeth?
going on,
We
It-
can't
it
do it at
has
the
to
same time
be-
as Lex. You just
it-
can't. And I'm not saying
Yeah.
that to be just. I just think it would shine a negative light on it.
Yeah, because that's
But-
all people would
So
talk
They'll
are-
about.
build
you
on it
saying-
together? Yeah.
are you saying China needs a headline?
I just don't think it's China's year. I was thinking about Miss Elizabeth. I don't think it would be a good time if Lex is being inducted. I don't think Miss Elizabeth would be a good time to induct her.
Uh-uh.
Oh no.
That's a good call. Good
Both of
call.
them together, no. I don't think China. But if Lex is in there, it would be a good time for China this year. Maybe.
I know, China's- She deserves to be.
That's
or
gonna
vice
be a
versa.
that's gonna be a bit. I'm not saying she's gonna be the number one person, but she's definitely gonna be the number two. Like whatever class she goes in, she's gonna be
Oh,
like the
yeah.
high profile name.
I don't know if you
Yeah,
have
it's
two
definitely
deceased people at the same
something.
time if you're going to have Bray either.
Yeah,
I don't know
yeah.
if you want two deceased people.
Everybody's gonna get
They have a
overshadowed
system. They
by
have a
Bray.
system. We know that. They
Yeah,
have a
yeah.
system
Yeah.
to it.
What about
I
Brian
agree.
Pillman?
Again, deceased. I mean, I think only one deceased person, so whoever it is, but could be. Who's the celebrity?
Oh God.
Oh, who is it?
Steve-O or Johnny Knoxville, one of the two.
Yeah, probably Knoxville because he
I
was
like that.
just you know.
Sylvester Stallone.
Was he
Oh,
ever in WWE?
Yeah, didn't he come there a couple times?
But
I don't remember him.
speaking of
LeBron has
Devyn's,
the cell phone picture.
speaking of
Yeah.
Devyn's demographic, I was watching a McAfee show today, and Casario, I can't remember his name. He's the GM for the Houston Texans. He was talking. He like walked up to the microphone. He was talking to him on their show, and then he mentioned wrestling. And Pat's like, "Oh, you're a fan of wrestling?" He's like, "Yeah." And he's like, "I don't watch every week." He's like, "But I pay attention. I keep tabs." And they were talking about wrestling and stuff, and I was like, "Oh no shit!" Like, Casario, GM of the Houston Texans, wrestling fan.
Shout out.
Shout out.
I didn't
That's
know the
cool.
British Bulldog wasn't in there.
That's odd. I
That'd
thought
be a
that, well,
good
they're
one.
in there as a team, right? The British Bulldogs.
Oh, neither one of them. No, they're not in there.
Oh, they are, because I remember when Harry came out and had the Bulldog with him.
Oh
in
yeah, it's true.
Yeah, that's right.
Bulldog-
Okay, this might be an old
Bulldog went
thing
in
here.
and it was 2021
Yeah, I remember
when they
that.
had the
I remember he
COVID.
came
It was
out
the
with the
COVID
dog.
mania.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and then they
this
said that they
also says
signed
later in the
Junior,
beginning.
and they
By the way, he was at MLW last weekend as well.
Is Bam Bam in the Hall of Fame?
I think so.
I
Yeah,
don't
he's
know.
No, he is not.
That's
That'd
another.
be a good
But
one.
again, deceased. There's one. They're gonna do one.
Yeah, they can't do 2 or 3 dead.
They have a system.
It wouldn't surprise me if they put The Rock because of.
Well,
it
why
would be-
wouldn't
Oh,
they? He's due.
God.
It would be because of like his deal. Be like, well, I'll be on the board, but you got to put me in the Hall of Fame.
A lot of chatter.
Anyway,
All right, so number 4,
I didn't know. Sorry, bud.
Sting
Yeah, Devyn.
and Darby Allin are the new AEW Tag Team Champions. That's going to be an extremely exciting
All
matchup if
set
they
up for
hold
them
on
to
to the
lose to the
gold.
Young Bucks, Mike's favorite tag team of all time, and his brothers in love.
No, Mike Whitaker's favorite's the Creed brothers.
Yeah, we like them. I mean, where the fuck are they going right now?
They're good.
Revolution's going to be awesome, though.
It is.
Also announced
I'm gonna buy it. I'm gonna own it.
Hey,
Samoa
but can
Joe's
we
defending
say-
his title against Swerve and Hangman.
Any
and
chance that
I sent y'all the picture. Who looks more like Sting? Is it Sting or his fucking kids?
his
'Cause
one,
they
I
look
think one
fucking-
son looks a lot like him.
Yeah, one
That's
son
why
looks
he's
almost
a
like
little
a
bit.
warrior.
His daughter's a champion, though, isn't she? At some promotion.
I'm just saying. I mean,
One son looked like a young Ultimate Warrior.
I-
Just saying.
yeah.
Oh, here
saying.
we go. Here we go.
You look like a young Ultimate Warrior back in the day.
We are not that show. Yeah.
Just
Not,
saying.
we're not Maury Povich yet, right?
Just saying.
And all right, my
Dang,
final
yeah,
Devon's demographic of the
father.
week. My final Devon's demographic of the week isn't a wrestling topic, but it's something that I'm extremely interested in. Alexander Usyk versus Tyson Fury, the World Heavyweight Championship in Boxing unification match
Finally?
this Saturday at 2 p.m. on DAZN. It's going to be amazing. We haven't had a unified heavyweight champion since Lennox Lewis in 2002.
That's
So this
Louis
is going to be
Lennox.
Hey,
Huh?
hey,
It's
Dad.
not- it's
Good
going to be
burger. No,
legendary.
good burgers. Lennox Drive-In,
Devyn.
shout out.
Shout out
Devin.
Lennox.
Are they finally going to
Last
have their
Saturday.
match? Or are they going to postpone it 3 more months?
Oh,
The
the Sheik, whatever his
Hey.
name is, was like, if you postpone it, I'm finding both of you like all this fucking money.
Mhm.
Yeah, I'm hoping it's
But-
not postponed. It's
But it happened last Saturday, not this Saturday. It happened last Saturday.
no, the 17th, which would be the upcoming Saturday.
Well done, Devin.
Yeah,
Well done.
Yeah, you're thinking.
Proud of you,
That'll
little
do,
man.
pig. That'll do.
Last
This
last
day in
Sunday was
history.
the Super
I get-
Bowl. This Saturday's
Make me look
Alexander
like a
Usyk
dick.
versus Tyson Fury.
Applaud. I'm making you look like a dick.
Nah, you do it good, man. You're good. You do it on your own. You're
Proud
all
of you, little brother.
I'll try.
Oh, I love you guys.
Are we done with these demographics, or do you?
That is the end of the Dumbest demographic this week. Back to you, James, brother man.
Brad, I thought we were going to do it, but it just don't look like it.
Nah. Thanks a lot, Mike.
Hey, Brad. What has 4 toes but 5 toenails?
I don't know why I keep getting chosen. Go ahead.
I don't know. I was asking you a question.
Ah, go
That-
ahead.
I don't know the answer
Brad.
to this.
Hit me up for the
That
number
close.
15 on the outline, James. Hit me up for number 15.
Always the smallest dot because it seems like it's the longest one to
15,
get
not
to.
16, 15.
Yeah.
Oh,
Brad
that's
talked a lot
right.
of shit last week. A lot of
So
shit.
close. So close.
Especially
So
about my pickles. So fuck off, Brad.
Go ahead, James.
I'm going to interrupt James if I can.
So
Yes.
close.
Why not?
It is officially official and just announced that Steve McMichael is going to the Pro Football Hall of Fame. They just announced it.
Yeah.
He will be a part of the
Congratulations.
2024 class.
Well deserved.
Congratulations,
There you
I
James.
go.
definitely said that not that long ago.
That's two Chicago Bears now. Steve
Oh.
Mongo McMichael and Devyn Hester.
Named.
Nice.
That's who you're named after.
Nope.
Yeah. Yeah, it is.
Anyway, number 15.
Well, I wish I was saying that next week was for the people, but someone just doesn't know how to operate the fucking inbox. But that being said, I guess what is next week?
So listen, this is if that you just said could happen, but for now,
It won't happen until there's a fucking reply.
For
But
now.
that being said, go ahead.
for now, we are going to be covering the very first Elimination Chamber match from the
No,
2000.
no. No, we're not.
I am going to kill him.
Sounds good to me, Brad.
Loaded.
I was
I
under the
thought we were doing
impression that we weren't doing
2017.
the first one.
The 2002 Survivor Series, and it is going to be a watch along.
Oh, that's
Hell
right. Yeah.
yeah.
Never mind. I am under the impression that we were doing a watch along.
Yes, so
It's
we
my
are doing a
favorite
watch
pay-per-view
along.
of all time.
With all entrances, it is a half hour, so
Run.
40 minutes. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to do it as a watch along style, the very first Elimination Chamber match from Survivor Series 2002. Unless something else happens. And back to you,
I
James.
thought we agreed at 2017.
No one ever said that.
You did. Oh, that's a great idea.
I probably said that, but I probably wasn't talking to you.
Yeah.
Boy, this episode is going down under like the Elimination Chamber in Perth.
I will say
We're-
this.
So
Hey.
close.
The tape machines are.
Brad, it's your show.
It wasn't even my idea.
It's your idea.
Well, Elimination Chamber, not the. James, take it away.
We're watching
So
along the
close.
first
So
Elimination Chamber.
close.
Get your shit in, because I'm about to get our shit in.
No,
We're gonna shit and get
you
off
get
this
yours
pot.
in.
We're
It's your-
good. We're good.
Well,
I'm just
go
fucking
ahead. We
Brad.
still have a chance. Go ahead, James.
We have a chance, James.
I'm fucking Brad. Just it.
All right. Well, that being said, it appears that next week is some of us may be eliminated from that one. My goodness. We covered pins and
Maybe
your
all
ends
of
type
us.
of thing, penalty match, climb a ladder, and now we're doing get the fuck out. So it's everybody in, everybody out. So I can't wait for another flip flop, because this is a story all about how our lives got flipped, turned upside down. But I would like to take a minute and thank everybody for joining us on this episode. I'm glad the whole crew is back. Fantastic episode. And that could be a workhorse shoot. Boom, roasted. But yeah, we're all back in business, and we're all back, and we're better than ever, or so, whatever. But yeah, I want to thank everybody for joining us. If you stuck around this long, greatly appreciate it. If you enjoy what we're doing, be a friend and tell a friend, because hey, it's your show. You know what I'm saying? All jokes aside, this is my favorite night of the week. It's my favorite part of the week. So glad. Good evening, Devyn. So glad that we could start at this time, because hey,
Yeah.
why not?
Fuck off, Devin.
But here's what happens with old Devyn. See, we all shit all over him because he made us start late, and he's a giant piece of shit. And I guess the shot clock already ran out on this episode. But guess what Devyn's going to do? He's going to fucking kick out at 2. You know what I'm saying? Because here's the thing. Devyn's a champion, and guess what? We're all champions. And you're all champions. And the only way to be a champion is not get pinned. Always kick out at 2. Be sure to stand the fuck up, get up, and, stay up. Boom, blue chew. But, yeah, I've rambled too much, and Lord knows it's late. So, hey, thank you for joining on your show. Always kick out at 2 because that's what we do. And guess what we're about to do? We're going to see you next week. So that being said, good. Nice balloons. Bye.
I don't know how I did that.
Acknowledge us.
Let's talk about Adam going without the hat to get the
Yeah,
ladies on board
can you
this
put your
week.
hat on, buddy. What are you doing here?
Look at that hair flick, even. Oh,
What are you just trying to make me jealous?
Do I need to
All
put on-
right. This fucking love connection?
It is Valentine's.